Hello, my friends. A very warm welcome to this video. And in this video, I would love to talk to you about the benefits of depersonalization. And I know you're probably thinking right now, hang on a minute, Dan, what the hell are you talking about? How the heck could depersonalization benefit me in any way? Well, you'd be surprised at some of the ways it can benefit you. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the ways it actually can benefit you to have DPDR, but why those benefits might sort of be a bit of a double-edged sword, and it might actually not be benefiting you in the more long term. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dan, and I do help people overcome their anxious thinking so they can move on from DPDR, get over DPDR, and live a life DPDR free. Generally, it should be said that DPDR does completely suck, and the symptoms of it can be really scary. They can be really horrible. You can have it for a long time. You might not even know why you've got it or what's triggered it, or even how to fix it or get over it, or whatever it is. So I do really get that. I get that it's really awful, but also in amongst all that sort of darkness and horribleness, there can be some kind of benefits. The benefits of depersonalization. As awful as DPDR is and the massive negative impact it has on your life with work, enjoyment, relationship, emotions, etc., some people actually get benefits from it. This psychological benefit you get goes beyond trying to make the most of it or just looking on the bright side. It actually goes a lot deeper than this. The technical term for this benefit is called a secondary gain. And you can experience secondary gains in any areas of your life, whether you experience DPDR or not. And it's actually quite common, and everyone experiences these secondary gains regularly in their life without even realizing it. What is a secondary gain and how does it relate to DPDR? A secondary gain is a positive thing you experience from something you do that is counterproductive, self-sabotage, unresourceful, etc. For example, you know you have DPDR and you know that talking about it in forums isn't helping you, but you do it anyway. So why do you do it even though deep down you know it's not good for you? Because you benefit from it, you gain something by doing it, and that is essentially what a secondary gain is. It's doing something which you know probably isn't that good for you or it's not really helping you, but you do it anyway. And maybe you know why you're doing it, maybe you don't know why you're doing it, but the reason you're doing it is because you're gaining or you're benefiting somehow from it. For example, you could just say, well, what am I getting out of it? Ways you could be benefiting by talking in forums is you feel a sense of connection with others. You get lots of attention by always talking about your problems. You feel you're doing something rather than doing nothing. So can you see how this makes sense? That even though you've got DPDR, you know that talking in forums is just going to make it go on and on and on, but yet you talk in forums anyway. Maybe one of the reasons that you're continuing to talk in the forums, even though you know it's no good for you, is because you love that connection with other people. That's it. Or you're not quite sure how to recover, so you want to look for answers in the forums, and so you feel that at least you're trying to do something rather than doing nothing, even though you know looking in the forums isn't actually really going to help you. Those were some of the more compact, sort of more easier examples of what a secondary gain is. But generally, more broadly, within the whole spectrum of your life, there are broader ways you can benefit from DPDR. Because your emotions are numb, you're no longer scared of things that used to scare you. That's pretty good. You know what it feels like to have DPDR, and even though you hate the symptoms, secretly it makes you feel secure and in your comfort zone. You can blame DPDR for everything that's wrong with your life, and laying blame is easier than taking responsibility. With these things, you might not specifically be doing something. It could be because deep down it feels more comfortable to have DPDR rather than not having it. The way we can manage and sort of smack these secondary gains out of the water so they don't impact us anymore is to look at better ways to get the benefit that we're getting. So instead of numb emotions, you could achieve the same result of not feeling scared with confidence. Instead of feeling secure with DPDR, you could feel secure in more productive ways. Instead of blaming DPDR for everything, you could actually do something about it. And at this point, I'm not saying that you're being lazy or you don't want to overcome DPDR or you're not doing everything in your power to overcome it. But you've got to admit, blaming something is a lot easier than actually taking responsibility and doing something about it. And by responsibility, I mean doing the things that you need to do to overcome DPDR, like not talking in the forums, like practicing acceptance while you're overcoming the symptoms, talking to somebody about it, because talk therapy is the proven best way of overcoming DPDR, practicing grounding, and all those other things. You know that those things are good for you. So why aren't you doing them? Why are you doing these other more resourceful things? The answer is because you're gaining something by doing them. As you can see, there are a lot of benefits from having DPDR. But if you look on the more grander scale of your life, sort of weighing up the benefits towards weighing up the cons of it or weighing up the negatives, then you're probably going to find it's a little skew if, right? You've got these sort of few benefits here, and you've got all these crap load of negative things. So why are these few negative things so important? Oh, because you're gaining, they're branching off, and you're gaining lots of things from them. So of course, what you can do, and what I help my clients do when I'm helping them with issues around secondary gain, is to look at more resourceful ways of getting these benefits. What's a better way that you can get connection with people? What's a better way that you can feel more secure in your life? Like, don't you want the DPDR gone so you can have that full range of emotions and, you can get on with your life and do all the amazing things that you want to do? Of course you want that. I know that you want that, but it's not your fault. Secondary gain isn't your fault. All these benefits aren't your fault. You're not controlling them. You're not sitting there going, oh, I just want to talk about all this stuff just so I can get attention. I know you're not saying that. That's ridiculous. But subconsciously, something's going on there, which is sort of making you do that, whether you realize it or not. And once you realize why you're doing that, then of course you can address it and find a lot better, healthier, more resourceful, more fun, more energetic, all the positive stuff ways of getting those things. If you want to chat to me about any of the possible secondary gains or benefits that you're getting from some of the stuff you're experiencing with DPDR, then please reach out to me either in the comments or get in touch with me. All my details are in the description of the video. And I promise you, you can get through this. I promise you that together we can work on this and you can get your life back and you can start living DPDR free. It's 100% possible. And I hope you've learned a little bit from this video, and I hope you have liked it. And if you have liked it, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. And until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.